All right, welcome back to Synergy. You can find us at synergythefuture.com. We educate you on a possible future and future technology. Sometimes the future looks bleak, but we do have a solution. Check out our free PDF. It gives you the 7 technologies that you could disrupt, or the 7 industries that you can disrupt with quantum technology. And we have our ebook. It's Quantum for Entrepreneurs for $47. All right, well, let's look at today's feature and what could happen in about 5 to 10 years, whatever. The Great Reset, how global elites may own everything by 2030. Concerning shift in ownership patterns threatens to create a world where average citizens own nothing and elites control all. Property ownership being systematically eliminated. Housing crisis by design. Artificially inflated prices make ownership impossible for average people. And I think I saw a video the other day where showing where it's already happening. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description or remind me if I forget. It's a one-man show here. Corporate property monopolization. Investment firms buy entire neighborhoods to convert to permanent rentals. Government property seizure. Eminent domain. That's happened for years and years and years. Environmental regulations confiscate private land. Yeah. Eminent domain, nothing new. But supposed to pay you fair price for your property. Anyway, moving on. Permanent renter class. Elite property owners. Small group controlling all the housing. Corporate landlords managing rental properties at scale. Permanent renter class. Majority dependent on corporate and government housing. This creates a permanent renter class dependent on corporate and government overlords. Well, landlords. We'll probably get to overlords later in another video. Alright. Asset ownership converted to access subscriptions. And we were seeing this, and there's a lot of subscriptions. A lot. I mean, me personally, I have a few, but I'm using them for business. I might have one entertainment. One for entertainment. But everything else, well, let's see. Well, I do have another one. It's a lease, but anyway, moving on. Vehicle ownership elimination. Car subscriptions and ride sharing replace personal transportation ownership. Tool and equipment rentals, everything from lawnmowers to power tools becomes rental only access. Digital asset control, software, media, personal data owned by platforms, not users. Concentration of wealth and power. Cycle, asset control, leads all productive resources, dependency creation, citizens rely on subscription access, wealth extraction, continuous payment flows to asset owners, and power consolidation. Economic control enables political control. This concentrates wealth into fewer hands while making everyone else dependent on systems they cannot own or control. Wealth transfer acceleration timeline. All right, we're in 2025. 2 years, middle class savings wiped out through inflation and market manipulation. I don't know how that might happen, but it could. Then 2 years after that, small businesses crushed by regulations while corporations receive government support. I don't see that happening either. 2030, small elite owns all productive assets while masses survive on universal basic income. Okay, so maybe it will happen in some countries. Small businesses being crushed and all that. It's probably gonna happen in the most powerful, the most countries that make the most GDP. I can see that might happen. All right, strategies for protecting independence. Secure hard assets. Purchase and maintain ownership of physical property, land, and tangible goods that retain value. And the key is to have it as investments if you can. So build self-sufficiency, develop skills and systems that reduce dependence on corporate subscription models, create community networks, form local groups, shared ownership and mutual support outside corporate systems, diversify wealth storage, spread assets across multiple forms to protect against targeted wealth confiscation. All right, choice, ownership or dependency. Recognize the shift, and that's what we're trying to bring to your attention now. Understand the systematic move from ownership to subscription models. Protect your assets. Take action to secure what you own before the transfer accelerates. Build resilient communities and create independent networks that preserve freedom and ownership. Future remains unwritten. With awareness and action, we can preserve ownership rights and economic freedom for generations. All right, that'll do it for this episode of Synergy. You can check us out at synergythefuture.com. You can check out our PDF free. Our ebook is $47. Links in the description. The PDF shows the 7 industries that you could disrupt with quantum, and the ebook is Quantum for Entrepreneurs. Well worth the investment. All right. This is James at Synergy. Watch some more of our videos. Inform you of future, and we'll see you in the next one.